Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. Pedri. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. And it's Kaka. Bellingham. Now Kaka. He's looking wide. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And that should get the job done. That's good running with the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Bale. He has found the way through. It's Bale! Yes! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Here comes the cross. Bellingham. Madrid are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Chouameni couldn't squeeze it through. Looking to play him in. He's through here. Shoots! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. He's found some real chance. Sergi has been caught there. It's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones del personal del estadio.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Vlahovic. Vlahovic! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Politano. Lookman. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There's a quick free kick. Sommer has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, don't be surprised if he ends up being the top man today, Peter, because he's got the reflexes and shot-stopping ability to keep out the best. Seeing shot after shot being repelled can actually affect both teams psychologically too. It gives one team hope, while the opposition can start to despair.
He would be the obvious... And Martinez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's on Gisa.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Dumfries. Lookman. This ended up in no man's land. No goals as yet. And they're quick to get it back. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Flashes it across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. He's got away. Vlahovic. Ribery. Good ball over the top. And he cuts out the supply. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shot a goal! Danger averted for now. And it's Jimenez. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Zambo Anguissa. Chance to deliver. And he was alert to it.
Milan really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developed.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Inter! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Acerbi gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And here's Vlahovic. Not the most... Oh, what has happened here? Lookman! It's in! You score, we score!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that's well seen too. Thuram. Anguissa. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Knocks it into space. Pass somewhat off target. Anguissa. Dumfries. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Inter Milan could not have chosen a worse moment to turn a deficit into a lead. And they've turned it round. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he's managed to get free. And this could be the final action of the first half. DiMarco with the short one. And it's Ribery. Tries a shot! And the finish! Oh. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we're just settling back into this second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And the counter is on. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ribery. Anguissa. Spread it left. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao going full tilt down the left. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Anguissa. Ribery. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? And that pass just didn't quite work. DiMarco gathers from the goal kick. Politano. He's a sharp little ball here. Lookman unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that looks a decent ball. And Martinez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Inter Milan have their third corner. Thuram! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Acerbi does really well to win the ball there. Anguissa. It's a really well-measured ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Dumfries with the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Anguissa receives it in a wide position. Caught offside that time.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now, this could be a chance. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Anguissa has given away a free kick.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, well played, well played. Anguissa. Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Di Marco going full steam ahead down the left flank. Mkhitaryan gets into a good position.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Looking for a runner. Dybala. Played out towards the right wing. Nicely weighted. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
In with the challenge. Jimenez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Dybala. That's been slipped through. And he's onside. Chance! And he hits the net. Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. That was easy. Almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and
up he goes! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. That is great defending, so alert. Anguissa. And it's Di Marco. Mkhitaryan. And we're done. Inter Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Stefan de Vrij. He's a very clever central defender who...
He's tried one! Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Ribéry.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Asllani. Ribéry. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And it's Anguissa. That is well. And Martinez! He's missed, but not by that far.
Martinez certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Cuadrado. Yildiz. Spread it left. Great defending, strong and determined. Anguissa. Can he get on the end of this? That's a good foot in there. Martinez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Out towards the flank.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Out to the right. Cuadrado tries to play it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
To expect that from everyone now.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Acerbi. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Stefan de Vrij. That's Acerbi. Asllani. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Martinez. DiMarco. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Ribéry. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Spread neatly. He's found a way through. That's tidy. The ball goes in. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
a decent ball. Martinez! And the keeper couldn't hold it. There's a goal! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Danger averted for now. Out to the left it goes. Back into the middle. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That is a brilliant interception. DiMarco. And it's Ribery. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Yildiz. It's Ribery. Nicely weighted ball. Yildiz. Çalhanoğlu. Looking to play him in. Ribery. And it's DiMarco. Now it's Martinez. Thuram. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So having trailed, this to go ahead. Terrific save by Manuel.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
He's got away. DiMarco puts them all in. And they're quick to get it back. And that should get the job done. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in a good position here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Inter Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And that's the second half started.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Threads one in. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. That has not gone well. Anguissa. Now it's Thuram. And that's been won straight back. Oh, this looks sharp. He can run onto that. Good ball, good take. And he's heaved it away. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
De Roon. And it's Ribery. Schneider. Closing in on goal. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the shapes to shoot! Goal! Inter! And again they hit the front. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15. Numero 7. Ribéry.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Anguissa aimed beyond the defence. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Thuram! Tries to get it clear. 60 minutes played. And it's Çalhanoğlu. DiMarco. Looking for the run. He slings it in. And that is expertly dealt with.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A look.
There's the shot! Off the post! And he's there to get it away. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Anguissa. Oh, good spread. And Akanji. That's a pretty loose pass. McTominay, who's steaming forward. Oh, that's delightful. That's very neat. Acerbi getting this one clear. DiMarco. Ashlani. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Anguissa. Knocks it into space. DiMarco gets across to intercept that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Martinez. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he get it through? Nicely worked. Now it's Thuram. Thuram, and the shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better.
Gol per
And
l'Inter.
that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Dumfries. Now this could be a chance. And this is Ribery. McKennie. Nakata. Martinez. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Caught offside that time.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think...
Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Mignon claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Has a look and place it forward.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's the throw. McTominay. Pavard lays it forward. Great vision. Tries to pass it through. And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Any reflections on what... Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Well, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Sommer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Martinez. Threads one in. And here's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's an imaginative pass. Thuram providing an outlet on that flank. And the shot's on here. Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And the through ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, what has happened here? That's been slipped through. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, what a mistake! He has found the way through. Oh, he's been caught napping. Swings in across. Barella looking for the run. He's a sharp little ball here. That's been cut out, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely weighted ball.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Aslani is there, and he can pick it up. Dumfries tries to pass it through. Ribery! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And Ribery! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Inter really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Tries to play it through. Dumfries. Played in deep, brilliantly cut out. And it's Barella. And here's Ribery. He's on it, can he get away? Chooses to go back. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Dumfries. Dumfries tries across. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
DiMarco picks it up from the goal kick. He can run onto that. Ribery. Can he spark a counter here? That's a shade optimistic. Aslani. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Played with finesse. Barella. That That's the keeper's ball. Rafael Leao. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cleared away. Opts to play it back. Backward it goes. Has a shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're off again.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Dumfries. And here's Barella. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Ribery. DiMarco. And he's on a charge. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Thuram! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Ball's gone out of play. Barella. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Oh, that's nice. Now it's DiMarco. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Seedorf.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. Now this could be a chance. Always onto this. Oh, well played, well played. Thuram with a definite foul there. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can. And
great chance! It's a goal! The breakthrough arrives at last! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Dumfries. Dumfries could try cutting inside. Big header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Numero 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Inter Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Corner.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20.
Inter Milan making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
It's a throw-in.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Zielinski. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Seedorf. And it's Hernandez. It's run loose here. He's gone for goal! "1-0 as we head towards the end. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Ribery. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. He's found a way through. Deep cross. Oh, smashing header!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now that pass has been well intercepted. Hernandez makes the interception. Great vision. Now it's Thuram. Can he get it through? And he plays one through.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Foot in. Oh, good-looking ball. Costa Curta. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Incoming delivery. And he's taking no chances there. And he's in on goal. And that is as far as it goes. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a